Welcome to Brooklyn Versus, the show where the best argument wins. I'm your host, Dr. Philly Kaggs. Tonight's challengers are Stephen James.
Tonight, I'm going to show Rich Hahn what it means to be in the Hall of Pain.
And Rich Hahn.
I'm going to hop up a mountain! Oh yeah!
So please like, share, and subscribe to the Bridgeside Network, and let's get the debate going. Welcome to Brooklyn Versus the Baseball Hall of Fame. I'm your host, Dr. Philly Kaggs. To my left is Stephen James. To his left is the other challenger, Rich Hahn. Tonight's topic is the Baseball Hall of Fame. There are 3 debate topics, each worth 10 points. I'm the judge, and I determine which argument is best, whether I agree or I disagree. After the topics, 20 points are up for grabs with the challenge, and after the challenge, our champion is crowned. So challengers, may the best argument win. Tonight's first topic is about Charlie Hustle himself. Do you think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame? Stephen James, your 30 seconds starts now.
Absolutely not. Pete Rose should not be in the Hall of Fame. While his stats would lend that to it, what he did, and after years of saying, oh no, I didn't do it, 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 he became the poster boy, the martyr for this cause. It came out recently that, yeah, he in fact did it. So, you know what? Sorry, Pete. Can't happen.
He didn't even need he didn't want his 30 seconds again.
Nope.
So, Rich Hahn, your 30 seconds starts now.
Here's my rebuttal. But did he kill anybody? He's still one of the greatest baseball players to ever play the game. Has the most all-time hits record. I don't think anyone's going to come close to it in recent baseball. And it just, you know what? Punish the guy. Fine the guy. Fine. You can't play baseball. You can't be around baseball, whatever. But I think it's just like too much to really discredit his accomplishment in the league and what he's done for the game. He's a switch-hitting, all-time hitter.
Okay, all right. Do you think Shoeless Joe Jackson should be in the Hall of Fame then?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, so you think murder is the only thing that keeps you out of the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, murder is probably like, you killed a guy, I don't know.
So what would you say the fact that when Pete Rose was going through all this, he signed the document that said he would be banned from baseball?
If
He just didn't have to admit that he did it. He just could continue to deny it. He signed a document that said he will be banned from baseball. What do you say to that now he goes back on that he wants in?
Honesty gets you a long way, and he lied. Eventually, he lied, but people make mistakes, and I always come to, fine, he's a liar, he's a gambler, he's all this, but that still doesn't take away the fact that he's one of the greatest hitters to ever play the game, Steven.
He signed his own
We're
decision.
talking about the game and stats.
And we're talking about the Hall of Fame, the most prestigious one in sports.
So throw a little asterisk
Exactly.
around it.
Well, there doesn't need to be an asterisk, but his stuff is in, like his memorabilia, I believe, is in the Hall of Fame. The baseball, the bat he used.
That's in there, so why not Pete Rose himself?
I think that's
the
enough. I
principle.
think Pete Rose signed it. Pete Rose signed it away that he would be banned for baseball. He made that decision and then denied it, and then 25 years later you came back with your hat in your hand. Took too long, buddy. I got to agree. He's a great ball player. If he didn't sign it on his own, I would be more on your end. But he knew what he was doing just to not admit it. So I got to give the 10 points to Steven. Steven gets the 10 points. Topic 2. Let's talk about more people that aren't in the Hall of Fame. Admitted PED users. Do you think that admitted PED users should be in the Hall of Fame? Rich, your 30 seconds starts now.
Of course they should be in the Hall of Fame, just because, you know who took steroids and didn't hit 300 home runs? Ty Wigington. You can't just take steroids and just expect to hit 50 home runs a season. That just doesn't happen. But maybe you hit like 20 to 15 extra a year for taking steroids. That's a lot, but you know what? Throw an asterisk on it. I think they should. Barry Bonds deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Got asterisks everywhere. He's got asterisks everywhere. Steven, your 30 seconds starts now.
Yeah, Barry Bonds deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, but that's not the point. The point is again, these people who were in question, they signed an agreement, a contract that stated they could not do these things. This was a code of conduct to be involved in the greatest game on the planet. And repeatedly, they broke it. Sure, it's a great moment. Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, it's a great Americana moment. But not as much as the symbol of them breaking their own contract, their own word. Nope.
So, Do you think it's suspected PED users or just confirmed?
Confirmed.
PED? Just confirmed.
Just confirmed.
Even though they didn't sign the same contract as Pete Rose did. We talked about
That's
Pete
fair.
Rose's contract.
That's fair.
The band. But why do you think the PD should be in it? Like, do you think it's that it was just rampant? It was just rampant throughout that time. So honestly,
Yeah,
it seems like everybody was on PD. So you're just going to throw out the whole book.
Unless we go through a list of everyone that played at the time and go through who did it or who down, no, we have to include these players. Yeah.
Only the confirmed ones.
What do you say about that? But what do you say?
suspected
But what about the people that slip under the wire and then still get into the Hall of Fame?
They beat the game. Unfortunately, they beat the game.
I don't think you can dismiss.
Unfortunately, they beat the game. They got lucky. They should be punished right alongside them.
This is a very lively debate, and I feel like I fall on the fence on both sides at times. And I think the fact that it was so rampant in the game, I think lends a little bit at this moment in my mind to letting them in. But I am back and forth about it, so I don't know. But I do think that the code of conduct. There were a lot of people that broke some sort of code of conduct. They didn't sign as much of a contract as Pete Rose. And what Rich is saying, almost everybody was using it. And some people were using it, some people weren't. And you know what? You had to face the guy throwing 100 miles an hour because he was on steroids too. So for this, I'm giving the 10 points to Rich. Rich is giving it 10 points. For our third topic, we're sticking with PED. We're sticking with something that was talked about. Everybody's been talking about asterisks so far, so why don't we talk about asterisks? Do you think PED user stats should have an asterisk at the end? Steven, your 30 seconds starts now.
Based on the premise that we're letting them in, as Rich would say, absolutely you put an asterisk on it. Just like Pete Rose not being in, you have his memorabilia and stuff like that. That's the price. If you're going to allow their misconduct to be rewarded, it has to come with some price for future generations in some way, shape, or form. It's a powerful message.
Powerful. Rich, your 30 seconds starts now.
I agree with Steven, and but my argument is that it's not just for the players, but I think we should put an asterisk in the whole era of baseball at that time. Because based on my previous argument, we don't. A lot of people are taking it, and a lot of people didn't get caught and got away with it. So, in order to give a fair shot to everyone that played in that era, I think we should just put a little asterisk on the whole record of baseball for those eras, maybe from 80s to 90s to early 2000s. Boom.
Okay. All right. Well, that opens up a whole can of worms because everyone's saying that the balls are juiced now. Should we put an asterisk on these era records too? I mean, the Twins just hit the most home runs of all time. The Twins. Should we just put an asterisk on that record because the balls are juiced?
Well, no. See, the significance of the asterisks for the 80s, 90s, 2000s. Now we have evolved.
Now we got multiple asterisks?
No. Now we've it's an era. It's a clear line era post-steroid era. Players are more athletic. Players are bigger.
But they're arguing that the balls are juice, so it's another.
I think that's a whole. I think you can't bring that juice topic in here with the ball juice. I think that's a whole.
Not?
I think that's.
I'm a judge. I can do whatever I want. Anyways,
That's a fair point.
Steven, when we talk about asterisks, though, you know, when Roger Maris first broke the record, there was an asterisk to that as well.
For sure. And
because it was 162 games as opposed to 154 games. So do you think there should be asterisks there too for like single season records?
For sure.
Because a different amount of games.
Because they don't matter. They ultimately don't matter. Do you remember the asterisks at the end? Do you remember it? Do you remember all of them?
It's not anymore. He doesn't have the asterisk anymore.
I think it's more of a message, not to the fans and the people in the history, but to the players themselves, that is important to them, getting into the Hall of Fame. You will be robbed of this if you cannot play the game the way that we intended it.
Personally, I don't think there should be asterisks at all. I think it's too muddled. I think baseball did this to themselves. They let steroids go rampant because they knew it was popular. Home runs, you remember the commercials. Home runs and everything. However, with the arguments, you're getting too asterisk happy over there. You got asterisks on everything. I got to give Steven. And as a deterrent, I think that it can be productive. So, 10 points goes to Steven James. 20-10 Steven. But like we said, 20 points are up for grabs.
Let's do this.
This is the challenge. I'm going to give you two players. They're going to be hopefully paired well, maybe loosely paired, and you're going to have to tell me which of those players made the Hall of Fame first.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so the earlier year. You write them down, you get 5 seconds each to pull it off. So 3 seconds is a little you guys got it right. So we're going to go 5 seconds. So, first off, Joe DiMaggio or Ted Williams? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Williams. It is Joe DiMaggio.
Oh, wow.
He retired a lot earlier than Williams. Actually, DiMaggio did not make it on his first ballot. Williams did.
Wow, he's a second
that's
ballot
what I
guy?
The third ballot guy. Joe
Short
DiMaggio
career.
is a third ballot Hall
Short
of Famer.
career.
And you want to put
Asterisk.
short career. You want to put Pete Rose in? Come on. Anyway, so let's go to two more legends. Babe Ruth or Lou Gehrig? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ruth it is. Ruth was part of the very first Hall of Fame class in 1936. Quick story about Lou Gehrig. He had no waiting period to be in the Hall of Fame because he was
The way he went
he
out.
had the way he went out. He was
yeah.
diagnosed with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. So they just inducted him in. He did not have to wait the 5 years.
Hey,
Anyway,
I mean, if
you
there's
get
one to make it
information. You get information on watching Brooklyn versus. Anyway, let's go to. Oh, Met fans are gonna love this. Greg Maddux or John Smoltz? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Smoltz, and you guys are both wrong again. Maddux it is. 1 year before.
But,
1 year
And
before.
Maddux and Glavine went in the same
Same
year.
year. Damn.
I thought Max had a longer career than Smoltz.
He's just talking about when they
Smoltz-
got in.
When they got in.
Yeah.
No. But Smoltz was a closer for a
Yeah.
while. All right. So you both got two wrong.
Still
So
up one?
you guys got the same.
Oh.
You both got the first one wrong, both got the second one right, both got the third one wrong. All right, let's go. Some center fielders in the New York days way back when.
All right.
We got Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finally something different. Mantle it is.
Oh.
Both first ballots.
Yeah.
Mays ended up playing longer than Mantle. Mantle retired in '69. Remember, Mays played for the Mets
he
for a little
played
while.
For the Mets, yeah.
They both came up the same year. I believe 51. They were both 51. Anyway, so now Rich is one ahead. Got 3 more here. All right, this is more recent. Chipper Jones or Mike Piazza? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're different again. And Piazza it is. Chipper Jones first ballot. Mike Piazza
Yeah.
not first ballot.
Need to get
Mike
that
Piazza
catcher in.
retired. Mike Piazza retired first. We are back to even. Chip Jones was the better player, I think.
Yes.
But Mike Piazza was fantastic. All right. Ricky Henderson or Cal Ripken Jr.? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, these guys really aren't tied together as much. Saying I gave the Piazza and Jones. I don't know. Can you look at the camera?
It's
see
a
what-
Cal
doesn't
Jr.
count?
Cal
Can
R.
you roll?
Jr.
Okay, both say Cal Ripken. Both are correct. We are still tied going to the last round. Can you erase this better or write somewhere that's not all red? Oh, that was miserable.
Awful.
Anyway. Okay, we got one left. For all the
Winner take
marbles
all.
again. Stevens up 2010. Here we go. Tom Terrific, the real Tom Terrific. Not the fake Tom Terrific and Brady who's trying to steal his name. He tried to put a patent out for his name. Tom Terrific or Nolan Ryan? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Tom Terrific is correct, and you both get it right. So now we're moving on to a tiebreaker. So, sudden death, guys. First one, first guy wrong, you're out. Let's go. Bob Gibson or Hank Aaron? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Bob Gibson is correct for both of you guys. Woo! All right. I can't pair these guys, but I tried to give you some pairs. Now I'm
battle.
just. Oh. I'll give you a pair. They both had the last name Robinson. One was Brooks, and the other one was Frank. Who made it to the Hall of Fame first? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brooks and Brooks, and that is both incorrect, but it doesn't matter,
going
see,
on?
you're still tied because you both got it wrong. So let's move on.
He's
All
cheating.
right.
He's looking at my stuff.
All right. Sandy Koufax or Roberto Clemente? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Koufax it is by 1 year.
Yes.
Sandy Koufax is also the youngest member to ever be inducted to the Hall of Fame because he retired at such a young age. Anyway, we'll get all that information out for you guys, little tidbits of information of the Baseball Hall of Fame. And Steven takes the victory. Rich is disgusted. And that's another episode of Brooklyn Versus. And for argument's sakes, guys, please come back next week at 7 p.m. We'll have another great episode for you. And Rich, maybe he'll recover from all this.
Gonna be all right.
Yeah, he'll be okay. He'll be okay.
Need some water.